Hi folks, Rob Potter here from Rob Potter's Golf, or Dobby as you all know me. Just thought I'd do a video with you. Not actually done one and put it onto YouTube yet this year. I've actually filmed a few different ones, but haven't edited them. So this is going to be a bit of a mashup one. So it's a Dobby's Diary mixed in with Tales from the Locker Room. So what I'm doing with this is I'm going to, first of all, show you the new gear I've got from over Christmas time. I've now sold my house. So I've had a little bit more extra spare cash. So you'll see in a minute a whole new line of threads and a bit of tech. So without further ado, I'm going to show you that now. So with this, I thought, right, let's go and spend some money. Let's get some new threads for the year and see what's try and look even smart in the course. As everybody knows, I'm a big J. Lindenberg apparel fan. Absolutely love the clothing they do for the golf course. I think it's really, really smart, really nice. And they still do stuff for fat boys like myself. And so, sadly, I can't get in the slim fits. I've tried that. I look like £3 of crap stuffed in a £1 bag. So it's not really pretty. So that's the first one we've got. We've got those two t-shirts there, which I do believe Till Hatton has worn that one a couple of times. Got into a standard navy blue t-shirt, which I like that kind of style. That's more of a casual t-shirt that I would wear. Going to that, my lass actually picked these two. That one and that one, which is the green and the grey one. I've got into more of a casual jumper, which that's not one I'm going to be wearing on the golf course as such. That's going to be just a casual jumper for going out with and going out in. Just standard V-neck, navy blue V-neck, because I do like just. I'm not an overly loud golfer on the golf course in terms of the colour schemes that I wear. Not too much anyway. Occasionally I'll wear a random white pair of pants, but you know, you never know, I might branch myself out a wee bit. And finally going into that one. So I thought, yeah, let's spend some coin. Let's look a little bit smarter and nicer for the season, plus with the other Lindenberg stuff I've got already, which is quite a lot. I'm looking forward to the new stuff that they've got coming through. So that'll be really, really good. When that actually comes out, come the start of this year. So then what I also done, thought, well, let's get some equipment. People know I'm a bit of I'm kind of all the gear and no idea kind of guy. Tech actually scares me, because I'm generally crap with it. Ask Liam Harrison about that one when it comes to videoing and comes to editing the videos. I'm awful, absolutely awful. So he's helped me out quite no end. So bearing in mind a bit of a geek that I am, I've got Game Golf and I like the system, but as a lot of people complain with, it's the tagging of the, what I call the golf butt plugs. It's keep tagging them, remember to tag them, because I've got brain problems and memory issues. I actually do forget to tag. Now I know a lot of people have also struggled with that in the past, but me more so than others. I know you can go back in and edit it afterwards, and that's all well and good, but I just didn't want to be doing that. I want to do something that's just there out of the box and done. So I've got the watch now. I've got the Garmin watch, which I do like the Garmin watch. It's good in terms of doing like just front, middle, and back of greens. Something that Rick and I talked about at the start of last season is that maybe I don't necessarily need to be zapping the flag. If I'm zapping the flag, it's because I'm going in for a shorter shot. You know, under 100 yards, and I want to know what the numbers are. That's generally all I'm using the zapping for now. But other than that, I'm just doing front, middle and back. Oh, crap. You know, every bloody time. I should know this by now. It's a bit of a rookie's mistake that. I'm going to keep that in, bollocks to it. Because everybody knows I'm a bell end anyway, so let's keep it in anyway. So, anyway, going back into that, Rick and I have spoken a few times, but look, you don't need all the zapping and everything like that. And Liam takes the piss out of me something rotten. For it, which he'll no doubt take the piss out of me more when we get over to Murcia. But nonetheless, I've got some new tech. So I finally treat myself to, ta-da! I've got myself an Arcos. So I've got the Arcos 360. I thought let's give it a bash because from what I understand, they've now got it a little bit better working on Android. So I'm going to really, really put it through its paces. And Arcos, if it's not good on Android, on my Samsung Galaxy S8, I'm going to absolutely berate you. But I've also got the Garmin True Swing. So I can do some analysis on how the swing is, and it measures it all and all kind of swinging and dancing. I thought, well, let's give that a bash for a bit of a giggle. I had some spare cash, so I may as well do it. So that will go with the Garmin S20 watch I've got. As I said, I love the watch. It's a really good little piece of kit, and that also does some geotagging. So I'll be able to do, and that's without the tags. So what I'll do, it'd be quite interesting to cross-reference that against the Arcos and see which is more accurate. So I'm quite looking forward to doing that. It's not even going to be a review. Oh bollocks! It's done it again. It's not going to be a review. It's just going to be something a little bit different. So welcome back. What do you reckon to the new threads? As you all know, I'm a bit of a Lindenberg fan, very much so. If anybody wants to call me biased, forget about the clubs, but I'm biased about Lindenberg. I love their apparel. So that's what you'll always see me on when I'm doing my golf stuff. It's always in Lindenberg. Anyway, part 2 of this now is I've got an idea. I thought I'd put it through to you guys first. And just comment below. Regardless, I'm going to do it, but so I'm going to do it, put it out there and see what you think to it when it's all been done. But I'd like to know your initial thoughts and what else I can add into it if you want me to. What it is, I have a great opportunity to go out with and have a round of golf with a newly qualified European Tour player. And this has kind of fallen into my lap through a colleague of mine through work, Brandon. Thank you very much for this, mate. You're an absolute legend. You're a tool, but you're a legend. And I'm not going to name the name of the player but basically what I'm going to do, I'm asking him to get permission from his sports management company to see if he's allowed to do a course log with me, and is it going to have any conflicts of interest if he does one with me. I don't know whether or not sponsors have issues with it, or if the sports management company will have issues with it, because of course I can't afford to pay the guy to come and do the filming with me. He's seen what Rick does, and he's seen what I've done on Rick's channel, and he likes what we both do, and he loves my kind of stuff, that might take on the views, because he's only a young lad himself. So he sports a brand and oh yeah, I know Rob Potter, yeah, I love that round of golf with him. So if it comes about, I can't wait. But what I'd like to know from you guys is, what would you like from me? I've got an idea what I want to do. Either might only get a chance to play a few holes, might not get a chance to do 9 or 18. But I'm thinking, doing some filming, and I want to ask some grittier questions. Questions that you wouldn't normally interview a golf pro about. It's not going to be like, oh well, you shot 67 on your last round and how did that feel? Nothing pink and fluff like that. I want to know the meat and bones. I want to know the stuff. Not so much, well, his amateur career would have been a good amateur career, no doubt, but he's been headhunted, which is brilliant. It shows the guy's got talent, and it's how a sportsman company's harness that talent, and what's coming from this in terms of, well, you've got to try and finance this, and no doubt you'll have sponsors that are going to help you out, but have you thought about how you're going to repay back the sponsors for what you're going to be doing? And different things like that. There's a lot of young kids that have got aspirations to be, I don't believe in dreams. A dream is just a dream, and that's all that a dream will ever be. You either have an idea or an aspiration, and that's how I've always worked. With everything I've done in my life, it's never been a dream, it's been an idea or an aspiration, and I've gone out and practiced, because it can be practical, I've gone out and tried to go and do these things, and if it's worked, it's worked. If it's not, I've learned from it and moved along, and I've had something else to go and do instead. So I'm trying to do this video to try and see if, see what happens, see how it's all come about, how's he shown that talent, how's he harnessed it, how's he got on to get into this, and through that I'm also then going to go and do another interview, a second interview it's going to be the first interview I've done with this guy, with this other guy, but a good friend who I can name, my friend Sam Robinson. I've had the pleasure of caddying for him before now, when we've done course walks, when he was prepping for tournaments and stuff, and I've got some thoughts and feelings of what he'd want from a caddy, but I've actually had the pleasure of caddying for him on Europro. So I want to know his ins and outs on stuff, because he's had it in a completely different light. This guy's got an abundance of talent, and he has got talent, but it's never been picked out at the right time. He's won on the Alps tour, he's played well here, there and everywhere, but it's never gone the way it should have, or what I would have seen should have gone for him. So I'd like to know his take on terms of how he's coped with it over the years, and where he's at now and what he's doing and how he's doing it. And he said he's more than happy to do this and share this with you guys, which I think is just brilliant of him to lay himself out raw like that, to go and do it. So hopefully off the back of this, maybe there could be some spin-offs, because what I'd like to do, I'd like to interview some caddies. They're the fallen guys. They're not fallen guys, that's the wrong thing to say. They're the forgotten guys, what goes on the bag. Look at Tommy Fleetwood. Tommy Fleetwood has had the most amazing season. Now, the one thing I do like more than anything in the world is that Ian Finnis gets a lot of credit, publicly gets a lot of credit from a lot of people, and so he should. Billy's the same. You know, Billy Foster's the same. He's had lots of credit throughout the years, and many of the caddies I've done, we all know Fanny Sinnison and the likes, and you know they all have. But they're still always the forgotten guy. They're the guy or the girl who the pro goes, "There's the golf club, and I'll see you later." Ta-da, right? Go like Spieth did to his caddy this year when he holed out at the Open. That great shot he played. Went, "Get my ball." You know, it's talking to the caddy. How's the caddy prepping his pro? Or her pro? How's the caddy dealing with the mood swings? Because I've been down that road with a few players I've caddied for, where they've either been up on a high when I've had a victory. What with one of the pros in particular was on such a high, it was a great day. He was just clipping shots for fun, like they just weren't there, and he shot an amazingly good round and walked the tournament. Well, didn't walk it, but he played really, really well and won it. Comfortably won it. And I've been on bags where it's not been going too good. And to a certain degree, I can say as many positive things as I can do, but not so when you don't know that person that well, it's even difficult. So looking at the caddies who are moving from bag to bag, how are they getting to know that person? What are they wanting from that person? And just for other people who might not be able to make it to the big time for tournament golf, to play in tournament golf, but might go, well, I'll give it a try at caddying, because that's what I had to do. I knew I'm never going to be good enough. You know, at this rate, if I ever make single figures, I'm going to do cartwheels all the way around my golf course. If I ever do finally make it, which is still the plan, but will I make it? I don't know. So I'm not going to get any better. I'm not going to get down to scratch. I've not got that. I might have it up there, but I've not got it here in hand. I've not got it in physically to do that. So the next best thing for me was caddying. And that's no disrespect to caddying, but I had, at the time, I've got over 20 years experience playing golf now. I've played some of the worst shots you can ever think of off a tee, and I had to try and recover them to try and get myself back in place. There isn't a shot in golf I've not had to play. So why not try and help other people to do stuff and see where it goes with my general, normal, stupid northern sense of humour, which has generally been liked as it is. So I'd like to know your take on that, as to what you'd like to see, or what else would you like me to do. I'm thinking of doing trying to get them to do some clinics afterwards. You know, a tip on driving from an actual tour pro, and see what they would, you know, put it into layman's terms for us amateurs and what we could do. I don't know. That's just a thought, just a random thought. Whatever you guys would think, I'll take it on board, because you're following me. So if you're guys following, what do you want to see from it? I'm open to you guys, completely open to you guys. Finally, I've not a chance. I've done this on the other videos that I've been doing, but I've not edited them yet. So this is all going to be done in this one now. I just want to say congratulations to Andy Carter. The boy, the legend that is Andy Carter. He's got himself a wonderful opportunity. He's now over in Dubai coaching. What a chance. And what a great lad to go over and go and do that as well. He's going to take that by storm, and I think his students that are over there are going to love him. I really do. I've had the pleasure of being on the golf course with Andy when I've been caddying for Rick, and I've watched Andy take a tournament from the scruff of the neck and successfully defend the tournament and play out of his skin. He's such a good pro, both on coaching and for playing. He's just a great lad in general. So Andy Carter, from the absolute bottom of my heart. Congratulations, mate, and I hope Dubai is a roaring success for you, as it should be. I just think you've gone over there to try and dodge trying to get me, or trying to get me to get you on a golf vlog. I'm sure that's what you've done on purpose. I don't blame you, really. Rick's always all over the globe doing his stuff, and Pete's all over the globe. They don't want to go out with me neither. So I can't say I blame you, to be fair. But nonetheless, congratulations, mate. I hope you're enjoying the sunny weather, whereas we've got it Baltic. And I know you'd like to. I saw the little video that you were doing with Rick the other day that was aired on Instagram. So yeah, thanks for rubbing in about being like 40 degrees of heat. That's great. Mine's 40 degrees of heat when I get to my flat at night because the wife's always cold. So yeah, thanks that pal. But yeah, I just thought I'll come do a random little Dobby's diary. Right, all the best, and I will see you very soon. Take it easy, guys. Ta-da.